Okay, so moving on to our very, very popular fashion line. Uh, Again, a product that is very popular with our end users, and as a result, we've decided to essentially expand on the fashion line itself. Uh, our fashion patterns are very thin, very stretchy, very easy to use, and of course, they do not require the use of any kind of transfer tape. You would simply use it as a standard vinyl where you would mirror the image and simply apply to the garment. We even have textured and even 3D effect products to use. As you can see, we've launched 4 new designs. We have our Quatrefoil and our Aztec designs, along with our highly anticipated Glitter Cheetah, which is due out later this year. Now, something in particular that I'd like to highlight on this slide is the actual image on the lower right-hand side. As you can see, we've actually taken 2 different products of ours and we've actually demonstrated its layerability. So essentially we have our pink chevron that serves as a base layer, and essentially layered it with a standard vinyl with the C and the actual border. So it kind of gives you an idea of how layerable our products actually can be with one another. And of course, our bling product. Now, here with our bling product, yet again, another very popular product of ours. It's our glitter vinyl and has the look and the feel of real glitter. But I do want to turn attention to the actual image because I think the image really tells a full story. Now, the story of our glitter and the points here are that it's very, very layerable. Glitter is known to be not probably the most layerable product out there, so we're very proud to have developed a product that works well in terms of layering. It's something that our end users like to do. As you can see, we have a base blue glitter, and on top of it, our pink glitter. Something else to point out is that our glitter line is 100% opaque. So if you'll notice in the actual pink, there's no blue merging from beneath it. So the pink stays vibrant pink, and the blue obviously stays blue. And you can actually see this shirt during the trade shows that we participate in. So if you are in the area, you can stop by our booths and get a feel for exactly how it feels and how it looks. And in terms of its washability, this is something very important to point out as well. The washability of a layerable product, when you do layer, you want to pay a little bit more attention when it comes to how you handle the product when washing. It does require a little bit more care, and that's simply because the layering is on itself and not the textile. So you want to lower the temperature, preferably washing with cold water, and if you can, hang dry the garments, and that'll make the actual design last much longer. So another one of our very popular products is our metallics. Again, very thin, very stretchable. It gives you a foil look, a very shiny, very, very high quality look. It's simply a cuttable film. It's easy. It's one layer, one press.
This is one of my favorite films of all time. I've used this personally. It's a beautiful film. It's kind of like wearable chrome. It gives you the brilliant finish of chrome, but it's very soft. It feels as soft as anything else on the market. And so it's a great alternative for people who want something really bright and, say, blingy, but they don't like the coarseness or the thickness of a glitter or bling transfer. We actually had some people come in to visit us just last week who have a very big, robust business, and they've been doing a lot of transfers for people who are wearing lycra spandex and running bras and things, and they don't really like the glitter that much because it's very rough and it doesn't stretch as much as they'd like. This they love because it's very soft, very stretchable, and it still has that brilliant metallic finish that people want.
Yeah, I agree. Very easy to work with. It's very thin, and for sportswear applications, it works fantastic. So now we're going to touch on our first mark product. Very robust. It is our budget-conscious product. It's an incredibly easy product to work with. cuts very easily, it weeds very easily, and overall just a very high quality product. It can stand to very hot temperatures when being washed. Another good point about this product is that it's also phthalate free,
I'm good.
which is a big concern, which is a concern that we get a lot from our end users. So it is free of those kind of chemicals. You can also use it to press foils if you're looking to combine it to get a metallic-y and a foily type look. So you can use it as a base and then have the actual foil on top of it, giving you a great alternative, as you can see in the images below.
And we should mention, we're showing here First Mark, and you see a gradient. That is actually in the foil itself. But now to do this with First Mark, you have to use navy blue First Mark. No, nobody knows why, but it only works with the hot stemming foil if you use navy blue First Mark, and then you can put any foil on them that you want. In this case, a gradient, and it works beautifully.
Yeah, exactly. So again, just to reiterate our First Mark product, it's a budget-conscious product, high heat washability, phthalate free. It's great as a base to use when using it with foil. It's a little stretchy, but easy to cut, easy to weed, and of course it's a warm peel. 10-second press, give it a few seconds after the press, and you're ready to peel it very easily.
This is a pretty big deal. We've sold First Mark for years. It's a great product. A lot of people use it, but a lot of people have a misconception. They think it's a cold peel product. We've marketed it as a cold peel product, so they think you have to let it cool to room temperature completely before you can remove the liner.
Right.
That's not the case.
Prove it.
We actually have a video where we have demonstrated you can actually do the entire process from start to finish in 13 seconds. You press it for 10 seconds, you wave it for 3 seconds, whatever, and then you peel the liner and you're done. You go on to the next one. It's a warm peel process, 13 seconds max.
Let's see this.
We're going to set this for 305 degrees in 10 seconds. And that's all we need for First Mark or Hot Mark. So I'm going to place the transfer on the shirt, like so. Cover it with a Teflon sheet, like so, and press for 10 seconds. And then we will weed it after 3 seconds of peel time. Teflon sheet, and take it off of here. 1, 2, 3, and there you go.
So quick, easy, pretty much right off the EnduroPress. All right, Anthony, let's talk Hot Mark print.
Okay, so now we're excited to move on and discuss one of our very popular products, and these are our printable products. Two of our most popular products that we offer. The first we'll discuss here is our Hot Mark Print, which is our thinnest and our stretchiest printable heat transfer vinyl. We have a couple of different lines of this very product. One available for nylon garment applications. You can see it referenced by its product number 1992. And of course, one for our sublimated garments. Again, very, very popular, thin, stretchy, and incredibly soft. I just wanted to point out that it is certified for Hewlett-Packard latex inks. So it's a very important certification that we've obtained so that it's on its profile printing, which is embedded to the machine itself. Okay, so our Easy Print printable, arguably the best-selling heat transfer vinyl printable material in the world. And there's a number of reasons for that. First of all, is of its ease of use. Extremely easy to use. When printed on the material itself, the colors truly pop out. They're truly very vibrant, very brilliant. There is no need for a transfer tape when using it with a solid design because it does not curl. Essentially, when you pull it away from the backing, it'll lay flat. So there's no need for any kind of a transfer tape or anything like that. The product will lift by itself. Put it on your garments and press it as you would normally. So it's a very easy to use product. Now, when pressing our Easy Print, a couple of tips that we mentioned earlier. If you're using a Teflon protection, it's going to give the image a slight glossy effect. Whereas if you use something like a wax paper or a craft paper or even a parchment paper, it's going to have more of a matte finish. So if you're looking for a particular finish, that's a nice little easy tip that you can use. Again, Teflon, slightly glossy, and any kind of wax or craft paper will give you a matte finish.
So one of the things I just want to point out here, the difference between Hot Mark Print and Easy Print, the reason they call it Easy Print is you don't have to use transfer tape. It's thick enough, you can put it on as Anthony said, but what makes it so easy is there's no tape involved. It's a little thicker though, so what we've found is when we go to trade shows, we show people Easy Print and Hot Mark Print. They love the brilliance of Easy Print, the color pops. They love the fact they don't have to tape it.
And without transfer tape, you're saying a high production, we can knock out several at a time.
Absolutely, it's much faster. But it is a little bit of a thicker film, so sometimes you feel like it's a little bit too heavy. So if you feel that way, then you're going to want to use Hot Mark Print, which is just as brilliant, but it's really, really, really soft. You're going to use that with your transfer tape, and you have a beautiful, soft application on any garment.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point.